Hey Leo, let's see what's going on in your love life. This is your weekly tarot love reading for September 29th through to October 5th, and it's for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and of course any of you lovely cross watchers dealing with a Leo romantically. Now, I always like to remind you, Leo, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate, which is totally okay. You're always welcome here on my channel to take what works and leave the rest. So we're jumping right into it today, my lovely lions, and we're gonna see what could be coming toward Leo this week when it comes to love. First message coming out today says passion, insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest and burning desire. All right, that's a bit of fun that we've got going on here, Leo. So right off the bat, we're seeing the energy of a very strong physical connection between two people. If you're single, this could be somebody brand new coming in, and probably the first thing that you guys are going to notice is how insanely attracted you are to each other. For others of you, you might already be involved with this person and the chemistry and the passion is off the charts. So let's see where this takes us. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Leo. Shock. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise and epiphany, as well as transformation. My goodness. This is pretty big energy. It kind of reminds me of the the tower within the tarot. It's very surprising because you've got this super passionate connection with somebody, but it also looks like this week something shocking is going to happen. Something unexpected, shocking news, sudden changes, surprises, transformation. So to me, I'm like, these could probably be positive or negative. We're gonna have to pull more cards to see where this goes. But this is definitely saying that things could be unexpectedly shaken up in your love life this week, whether you're single or in a relationship. Very interesting. So let's see what else is coming toward Leo this week. Blowing kiss, unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, and affection returned. Okay. So this actually feels pretty positive to follow the shock card. Because like I said, with the shock energy, I was like, it could be negative, it could be positive. The fact that we've got a positive energy following that energy suggests that good things are coming towards you, because the passion and the blowing kisses card are both really good energies, right? They indicate someone who's definitely into you, someone who's attracted to you. Now, the really beautiful thing is that this also says unconditional love. So what it tells me here, Leo, is that there is somebody here for you this week where it's not just about the passion and the chemistry, although that is amazing. It's also about the love, the emotional intimacy, the affection returned. And this also very clearly has the message of like fairness and balance, reciprocity. So it tells me that both of you are probably equally into each other, which is really awesome. It's like both of you are into this connection. Both of you are excited about where things are going. Now, the fact that we have the shock card, I mean, if you're single, maybe you get a shocking confession of love from somebody that you did not expect this week, right? And even if you're in a relationship, maybe your partner does something unexpected for you this week. Maybe they even suggest the next step in the relationship or something like that. But it feels like if there is something unexpected happening this week, it's surrounded more by this positive energy. So it makes me feel like it's more about you maybe even getting some sort of surprise, some sort of good news, some sort of happy opportunity when it comes to your love life. And that feels really nice, okay? So what we're gonna do for the rest of the reading is we're gonna look at the energy of this person and we're gonna look at you, Leo. So we're gonna look at their overall energy this week, what they might be feeling, what they might be doing. We're gonna look at the same thing for you, and then we're gonna look at the potential outcome and see where it goes. So tell me about this person who is here for Leo this week, please. Beautiful. First card coming out is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a lovely energy. It is earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So perhaps you are dealing with one of those signs. Regardless of who you're dealing with, this is a very stable energy. Don't worry about the gender, worry about the energy here, Leo. This is a person who is, nurturing, connected to you, wanting to provide stability, wanting to provide security. This is probably someone who makes you feel very secure within the relationship. This can also be a good indicator of somebody who is financially stable. So you could be connecting with someone who, has their financial shit together, which is great. Let's see where it goes. Tell me more about this person's energy this week. Six of Cups. Oh, interesting. So Six of Cups is an energy often connected to the past. Now, the one way that I can look at this card is that it can represent a very strong soul connection between two people. It's kind of that energy of comfort and familiarity. So even if, let's say, you're a single Leo and this is like brand new love coming in, there's probably going to be a sense that you guys have known each other before, that there's just like, I feel like I'm going to sneeze, you guys. Sorry. I've got that tingling in my nose. But it's this sense with the Six of Cups of having known each other before. It's also a really beautiful energy of like making memories together, building a life together. So it also indicates that the vibe between you and this person this week could be really good for making some memories, having fun, enjoying each other's connection. Now, the other thing with the Six of Cups, I do always throw it out there, take it or leave it, right? If it fits for you. Six of Cups can be an energy connected to the past. So if you are single, it can sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes indicate a reconnection with a past person. Could be a past lover, but it could also just be somebody who you knew from the past. So there is a little bit of that suggestion there. Okay, tell me more about this person's energy this week, please. Okay, I love that so much. The vibe is really beautiful for your person's energy, Leo. So we've got the King of Cups, which is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is a beautiful card to get for your person's energy. Basically saying to me that they love you, their heart is open to you, they're emotionally available, they're either in love with you or falling in love with you and opening their heart to you, which is beautiful. So the overall vibe for your person with the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the King of Cups here, it's really, really good vibes, okay? There's definitely a lot of love here, and I think that this person brings a lot of security and stability into your life. It's really lovely. Okay, so let's see what they could be feeling this week, please. First card coming out is the Two of Wands. I think they're gonna wanna talk about the future, right? I think that they're gonna be opening up conversations that have to relate to building a future together. Because this is planning, it's preparing. It's like, what's the next step? How do we get there? What are the steps that we take? So I think emotionally, it's like you're ready, your person is ready for the two of you to have these conversations about taking the next step within your connection. And maybe that's kind of the surprise aspect. It's like maybe your person initiates some really big conversations this week that show you how serious they are about you. And you're like, wow, okay, they're definitely ready to commit. And that feels really good. Tell me more about what they could be feeling. The Queen of Swords, I love that. Air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, they're very clear about their feelings, right? And they're probably a great communicator. They're probably good at telling you how they feel, confessing their feelings, opening up about their feelings, and there's a maturity again. We're getting a lot of like that king and queen energy for your person, indicating that they're mature in how they're approaching this connection. Tell me more about what they could be feeling. Love that. Oh my gosh, Leo. I'm kind of in love with this for you this week, okay? Three of Pentacles, they support you, they've got your back, they feel like you are their lover and their best friend. They feel like you're on a team. They feel like the two of you are working to build something beautiful together. Like I could just go on and on and on, but this tells me that there's a lovely supportive energy surrounding the connection. And it fits with that message in the Oracle that was saying like, you know, fairness, reciprocity, balance. Like it's a balanced connection where I think both of you are really showing up and supporting each other and just totally being there for each other. And I love that. So let's see, let's take a look at what actions they could be taking this week, please. First card coming out is the Ten of Wands. Okay. I mean, this is always an interesting one. It just kind of suggests that your person has had a lot on their plate. Maybe there's something that's been weighing on their mind. Now, the Ten of Wands usually indicates wrapping up, getting some sort of closure about some sort of emotional baggage. So maybe they're taking action this week to deal with something that's been stressful in their life. Maybe they're talking to you about it. It feels productive though. It's like they're releasing something maybe that's been heavy, or honestly, with this kind of energy that I'm seeing for your person, I am getting a little bit of the vibe of they have a lot of responsibilities because they're a responsible person. You know what I mean? I feel people go to them and ask for help and ask for support. And so your person is probably like the go-to person, but sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming. They've got a lot going on. So maybe they're just trying to like balance things out in their life. Tell me what other actions they could be taking this week, please. Look at that, you guys. King of Pentacles. We've had the King and the Queen of Pentacles showing up in their energy, further reinforcing the very stable energy that this person will bring in. This is not someone who's playing games. This is not somebody who's messing around. This is somebody who knows who they are. They know what they want. And you're going to feel probably very secure within this connection. And I do get, you know, kind of like they're good with money as well, like probably well respected in their career. If they're somebody who's working age, they work, they do well financially. All of that kind of enhances the, oh, we got Frankie. All of that. She kind of matches me today, actually. Side note, look at my little baby. We're matching. But yeah, all of that like financially stable stuff, I think she might jump in. Oh my gosh. Or she might climb on my shoulder and play in my hair. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you. I love you. Oh, this is the love. Look at this. Hello, Frankie. So happy to see you, Leo. We love a good kitty cat interruption. Thank you, honey. She's literally like playing in my hair. She's so cute. I can't handle it. Okay, so yeah, I was saying like they're probably financially stable, which just like adds another layer of security to the connection. Right, Frankie? Okay, she's gonna meander on. Tell me more, please, about what actions they could be taking. Beautiful. I mean, the energy just gets more and more lovely. I feel like Frankie's like, yeah, this is the good stuff. I gotta come and say hi to Leo. So Ace of Wands is a new beginning. That's great if you're single. It's like, yes, there's a new beginning in love this week. Ace of Wands is very passionate, very connected. There's sparks. I mean, you got to remember the first card that we saw was like that insane chemistry, the passion card. And the thing that I really love, Leo, is like, yeah, there's like this crazy chemistry and this crazy attraction between the two of you. But obviously it's really grounded in security and stability as well, which I think is a really lovely balance. Okay, I'm just kind of looking as well. Yeah, everything looks really good. It's like we've got the passion, the emotional connection, the intellectual connection, and the stability. It's kind of like that really well-rounded energy that they're bringing in. I love that for you. So let's look at your energy for this week, please. Oh my gosh, Leo, look at that. First card coming out, King of Wands, which is your energy. That's kind of crazy. We're getting so many kings and queens within the reading today. So this is beautiful. This is just telling me that you're in your power, feeling confident, feeling good, feeling attracted to this person, feeling the chemistry. Tell me more, please, about Leo's energy for this week, please. The Emperor, wow. Okay, this is fellow fire energy. It's Aries energy. You're like super confident this week. I love it. That's probably why things are going so well in your love life. It's like we've got this really confident energy. The Emperor is often connected to the workplace. It's often connected to doing well, being respected by our peers. I'm definitely getting like power couple vibes here for you and this person. Tell me more about Leo's energy and then the Two of Pentacles. Okay, that's interesting, you guys. Here's the thing. Because your person had the Ten of Wands, you got the Two of Pentacles. I actually think both of you are probably like very busy and have a lot going on because you're both probably quite successful in whatever it is that you do in your lives. And so I feel like it's major power couple vibes. And maybe one of the things that you guys do have to work on sometimes is making time for each other, right? Because I think both of you, I'm getting like the message high powered, like maybe both of you are even in high powered careers, for example. And so because of that, you do really well in your careers, but you have to be very intentional about making time for each other. That could be a message for some of you as well. So let's take a look at what you could be feeling. The Nine of Wands, interesting. Nine of Wands tends to show up when it feels like something's testing us. This is showing up in your feelings. So there could be something this week that kind of makes you feel like you're tested emotionally. So maybe a little bit of a challenging situation that comes up that you have to deal with. But the Nine of Wands is also a card of resilience. So just be confident that if something kind of comes up and like tests you, whatever that is, like I think you have the resilience to get through it. Tell me more, please. Okay, Ten of Cups, beautiful. Happily ever after. I mean, I don't think you should be surprised that this is showing up at this point, Leo. I think obviously you see happily ever after with this person, and I think they obviously see it with you. I think that this connection is moving in a really good direction from what we've seen so far. Tell me more, please, about what Leo could be feeling. Oh my gosh, look at that, you guys. You definitely want to marry this person and they want to marry you. Okay. I hope that this is happening for you. You know, I do a lot of readings on my channel. Some are quite challenging and then some are quite positive. You know, we get a mix of energy. The reading for this week is so good. And I just feel like I'm looking at the shock card where it says like surprises, transformation. Like I just feel something really good could be happening this week. Okay. I'm feeling that indicates something could be happening. You don't expect it, but it like makes things even more better in this already amazing connection. And obviously, if you guys see a future together, you're definitely getting excited about the future that the two of you are going to build. And it just feels really good and really wonderful. Okay, so let's see what actions you could be taking this week, please. Knight of Pentacles, beautiful. Building a solid foundation to the connection. I love that. It's like being intentional. Because it's like when you build a house, you have to build the solid foundation, right? If it's not built on a solid foundation, it could come crumbling down, right? So I feel like the Knight of Pentacles to me is about that intentionality of making sure that you've built that solid foundation to your relationship. Tell me more about what actions you could be taking. Ooh, the devil. Interesting. Okay, so the devil's there. I mean, I will say the devil tends to represent a very strong physical attraction between two people. It does actually fit really well with this, Leo. Remember, this was the first card that I pulled today. So it's like, I'm getting the message. It's a little spicy, but it's kind of like acting on your desires. So you guys could maybe be doing things to really enjoy the chemistry between each other this week, do things to like amp up the chemistry and the passion. I feel like there is very strong like physical attraction between you and this person. Tell me more, please, about what actions you could be taking. And then the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. I don't know what's going on for you guys this week. It's a general reading. Like, I know the overall energy, but it's definitely suggesting something fun and exciting could be happening. It's like both of you are connecting with each other, reaching out to each other. Page of Pentacles can be somebody giving a gift. So maybe you're even surprising your person with something this week, potentially, Leo. But it feels really good. And it also feels like you guys are just completely excelling in life. Like I said, I'm getting like high power couple kind of vibes here. I kind of love it. All right, so let's see what the potential outcome is here. Five of Wands. Oh, interesting. That's like a card of conflict. So let's see where it goes. Tell me more about the potential outcome here. The Justice card. Okay, something's being dealt with this week. What else? And then the Three of Wands. Yeah, okay. I mean, the Five of Wands does indicate like maybe butting heads. I don't know if you guys have a little bit of an argument this week. It doesn't feel like a big thing though. It feels like if there is a moment where you guys are like butting heads, having issues, you know, you guys resolve it, right? Because it very clearly shows the Justice card following the Five of Wands. So, I mean, maybe this conflict isn't even about you and your person. Take it if and how it connects, right, Leo? We did see a little bit of energy for you specifically of something coming up and testing you this week. It doesn't have to necessarily be between you and your person. It could even be like at work. You know, maybe you got a big project or something going on and there's like some butting of heads and tension, but then you deal with it with that Justice card. So I feel like there could be a little bit of conflict this week, either between you and your person or, you know, you going through something, them going through something independently. This doesn't feel like a big thing. The Five of Wands is not a major arcana. It gets dealt with the Justice card. And then the Three of Wands is that beautiful energy of building a life together, building a future together, getting excited about where things are going. And honestly, this is just one of those readings where I'm like, I think you guys are great, you know? I think that this is a very solid connection. There was a lot of kings, a lot of queens that really stood out to me. Again, that represents like the mature energy of two people coming together and building a mature, stable, committed relationship. So my advice for this week would be let yourself enjoy it, right? When the energy is really good and really conducive to building that connection and that love, like lean into it this week and let yourself enjoy all of the good stuff that comes with falling in love and being in love with this person. It's really beautiful. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Leo. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And of course, I wish you love, I wish you happiness, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.